Assassin's Creed Rebellion, and I'm ready to share with you tips and some hints for the Region 2. As I have completed Region 2, I see my mistakes and ready to share my experience with you. So if you are not complete Region 2 yet, you will be able to progress it more efficiently. Firstly, to start with, once you complete the Region 2, what you will have? First, it's Aguilar. Aguilar, it's probably it's the main character of the story, and with the story progress and with completion of the Region 2, you will get him to 3 stars. Next, what you will get, you will unlock Legendary Maria. If you complete all the story, all the missions in 2 regions for 3 stars. You will have Beatriz. I don't know how about you, but for me Beatriz is also the second main character so far at the moment. I regret I have Beatriz only at 2 stars. I wish I would be more wise and play more Beatriz DNA missions to unlock 3 stars for the Beatriz. Later you will have Claudia Auditore, at least at 2 stars, if you do objectives and achievements. Your Brotherhood will be level around 14 to 15, and you will have all necessary weapons and gear and accessories at 2 stars. I will put all the points into the description, so basically you can read in the description and you can get the main things. So some things I did right, some things I did wrong. So here what I want to share with you. Firstly, of course, complete all the missions for 3 stars, so you will unlock Legendary Maria. It's obvious. Another thing, do not overcraft. What's happened in my case, around I think level 12 or 13, it's required a lot of crafting and a lot of crafting materials and time and something. So, and I think by the end I overcraft things and I craft too many unnecessary items. For example, I craft fine brigantine, fine brigantine and fine chainmail. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't need so much. I don't need so many. You know, you just maybe mostly you have always remember you only have 3 characters. You only 3 characters which you dress for the mission. You can dress every character for the mission, and basically you need 1 fine brigantine, 1 fine chainmail, or just whatever. It just little some differences. You need, for example, 1 fine robe and 1 fine cloak. That's it. From the light armor and middle armor, and of course, if you have some stronger guy, so you can have 1 heavy armor. But that's all. That's all you need. You don't need to craft boots for everyone. I even have some variety of boots. Have some. Oh, I don't need level 2. I care about level 2. So because level 2 really consumes a lot of materials. So once I came to the boots, I already realized. So I didn't craft too many, but still can save on some boots. The big problem with the weapons, because there are such a big variety of the weapons that you will just lost. So remember always that many weapons you can share. For example, like stiletto. If you need stiletto, just craft only 1. And most probably, if you need long sword or something, just craft only 1. Most probably it will enough. maybe for some assassin blades, craft two different. One for one assassin, one for two assassins. But remember, you only have 3 characters, so do not overcraft. Because I think I did overcraft means I concentrate on the loot missions more than on the legacy missions. And I spend more time and crafting material on unnecessary gear. Next point, do not level too many heroes. Of course, it's usually once you unlock somebody, like, okay, I unlock legendary Maria, and I think, oh, how she will looks at level 15, and I spend a lot of like codex books to give her to move her to the level 15, just to realize, well, it's not worth. It's not worth. And especially from the beginning, maybe when I was still on level 12 or something, whatever character I unlock, I just immediately like upgrade him, train him to the level 12. It's not necessary. It's not necessary because many of your characters are just staying like a load. Of course, your actual character progression, it depends on your luck. Of course, if you get enough DNA and you can get Alonso maybe to 2 stars or 3 stars, yeah, I can use him. But if what I can say, by the close to the end of the region 2, all characters with 1 stars are almost all of them useless, except probably Mario, because he's a great guy with buff, and Maya still can be useful. Just let's say somebody who have very unique skill, for example, like Maya, is only concentrate on navigation, it can be useful. So if the character is really very special, or Mario, he is epic, so he is still useful. But I believe if not get more DNA, so already for the middle of the region 3, I don't think he will help a lot. So see what characters you can boost to 2 stars on the 3 stars. So do not level too many heroes. Another thing, please remember that Helix credits you have are valuable, and basically may cost you real money. So do not skip training. At the beginning I did a lot of mistakes because I get some of these Helix credits from the pre-registration, and I think, oh, that's a lot, maybe I skip 3, skip 5, skip 1. So later I realized, just from the beginning by Russian, I skip too many. I skip just hundreds. And now these hundreds suddenly valuable because I need that credits maybe to buy some Rift tokens instead of just wasted them for the skipping training or the skipping the crafting time. So basically the game is balanced. So by the time your character will be trained, you get enough intel for the next mission. So you don't need to force. So now I am playing just like in more balanced style. So I train somebody, I do not rush. I craft something, I do not skip. I play the mission, okay, I wait for the intel to come. If somebody, if some character just maybe health is not full, I can wait when it will recover. And this is really just, let's say this way, to force this, to skip this, it's impatience. It's impatience, and basically this impatience is used to drain your money. So do not skip. Well, unless you're okay for this. It just my mistake. I talk to myself. Okay, just don't think I talk to you. I talk to myself. So I say myself. I talk to myself. Do not skip. Do not level too much level characters. Do not overcraft. Another thing. For example, go to the missions and there are important characters. Of course, Aguilar is the character number 1, and probably the Beatriz is character number 2. So go to the legacy mission and play Beatriz, this one, the long climb, this legacy 10, as many as you can. So 3 times a day. Just do it. I regret I didn't do this. So now to progress Beatriz to the 3 stars, I still need around 2 days. I could do it earlier, but I didn't. So that's what I regret for. Beatriz. Do Beatriz. Another thing, I realized another main character, the third character, it's depend on actually what's progression. Sometimes it's Mario, sometimes it's Tariq, sometimes it's maybe Maya for climbing, but the third character is probably optional. But the main 2 characters, Aguilar and Beatriz, that's what you should focus on the Beatriz. Also, I realized once I get to the region 2, I realized that all missions in a region 2 start from the require specialist. There are traps, and traps. And the traps and doors, locked doors. And this is so annoying. You cannot believe that. You see traps everywhere, on every mission, on the loot mission, even on the legacy mission, it's full. You see, specialist required. Whatever mission you take, maybe it's in the beginning of the region 3. I don't know. Maybe just in the beginning of the region 3, but there is just traps and traps and traps. And I realized I have a Hamid for this, but Hamid is a good guy, but my Hamid is at 2 stars, and his ability, actually his skills, this disarm and lockpick is just level 2, and well, he simply cannot deal with the traps. His chance is at like 20%. So I would love to have Hamid at 3 stars, but I never focus on him. So I just let you know that at the beginning of the region 3, there are traps, and traps. So maybe I would recommend to also to replay this mission. Where is Hamid? This one. This one. It's Legacy Mission 5. What is good about this mission? It gives Hamid and/or Beatriz. So it's like it's like the perfect combination. I don't know, they did this on purpose or just by accident. So that at least like must do legacy missions every day, 3 per day, that I would recommend is number 5 for Hamid and Beatriz, and number 10 for the Beatriz. So another thing, and probably the last tip. Of course, you replay a lot of missions. So maybe standard missions to get some codex. You replay a lot. I would recommend to play the mission instead of the rush the mission. So of course, rush, it saves you time. But well, the rush gives you all other benefits. So here is a catch. You pay your time to get something else. So by playing the missions, so when you rush missions, what do? You just losing character's health, because every rush just simply drop health to, it's automatically drop health to 30%, right? So later if you need to re-rush, you need to wait or have portions. But of course you don't have portions. But look, I have portions. I can show you. I don't know. Health. I don't have. Okay, some guy with Show me some guy with not full health. I have potions, and people ask me in comments, how did you... Oh, here. How did you get so many potions? You see, like 32 or something. Because I use them very rare, but I earn them by playing the missions, and I play missions usually with like Hamid, and I unlock all the chests, and I disarm all the traps. So basically, if you rush the mission, you save the time, but you lose health potions. And believe me, to replay the mission, like for example, like this, let's say mission 10, you replay for the Beatriz. To play this mission, it takes only 2 minutes, because you will have already like higher level this Hamid, Aguilar, and maybe Beatriz. It takes 2 minutes to kill all the enemy, to open all the chests, to disarm all the traps. And for example, this mission has 4 traps. What it means? It means you are getting achievements. So by playing missions, you firstly get heal portions, and you get also from the chest a lot of codex items. Some because on this level you will get sometimes it's just like 4 big codex books from one chest. So it's still worth. Of course, you don't need coins. You don't need coins. However, by disarming traps, you are getting these objectives. And these objectives are very good because they're giving you DNA of the Claudia. And basically, I'm looking at this because I need Claudia. You see, I just need around maybe 30 Claudia DNA fragments, and probably I can get it soon somehow, because I'm disarming traps. For example, I'm killing enemies. I'm lock-picking chest. For example, okay, I ask you a simple question. When you will lock 750 chests? By the end of the game, then you already don't need Hamid or Beatriz or whatever. You will not play that missions just for the achievement, just for lock chest. But actually, if you play now and invest a little bit of your time, actually, believe me, it's faster to play than rush. Because rush later you should wait. But play, you can play 2 minutes and play again. 2 minutes of the game and play again. Because once you replay the mission manually, you lose 0 health or just nothing. So, and you just lockpick, you open chest, you just what else? You just assassinate enemies. You know, you get in progress, you get in progress, you get in progress every time. So, because for example, assassinate 3,000 enemies, it takes time. However, if you rush the mission, you will never do that. So, if you rush the mission, you will never loot so many chests, right? So you rush, you get your loot, standard loot from the chest or XP, and that's it. But when you will do that? When you will disarm traps? But if you don't rush, for example, this Beatriz mission, it contains 4 traps. 1 mission, 2 minutes. You have 4 traps done. You have maybe 5-7 enemies killed, maybe 3 enemies killed, 5 assassinated. So everything, you lockpick 2 chests, everything have a progress. So I do rush, because when, for example, daily objectives say, well, rush the mission, I will rush. But also mostly what I rush that event. Anyway, event is nonsense. Event is really nonsense to play. Yeah, you can kill enemies, you can replay, but also event may be a little bit difficult to play. So it's more easy to rush. So, well, rush event and you will do this objective. But then loot missions, legacy missions, standard missions, I don't rush. I try to go and kill and I just go around and kill all the enemies and clean all the something, disarm all the traps and loot all the chests. So anyway, that was my like suggestions and hints if you are still playing region 2. So, okay, summary. Do all for 3 stars. Do not overcraft. Do not level up all the heroes. Do not skip training. Your Helix credit available. Replay legacy missions for Beatriz and probably for the Hamid. If times allow you, replay, not rush missions to get heal potions, to get codex items and progress with achievements. Try to get specialist, maybe Hamid to level 3 or some other specialist before you come to the region 3, because region 3 is all full of traps. So I get, for example, once I got to this region 3, I get this specialist. This specialist looks better because he's like level 3. This can disarm traps level 3. So he's more skillful than Hamid. And I will play his mission also 3 times per day. And what is good that his missions are available, but these missions already in the region 3. So that's why I say prepare for the region 3, maybe Hamid at 3 stars. Have a nice game and hope it will help you.